How are you doing today, sir?
Very good, thank you. Good to be in Vegas again.
I'm doing this as amateur hour. This is like the punk rock days of what I used to do.
Total indie guerrilla filming right now.
Right. Okay. So
lobby door.
Yeah, exactly. So we're at CinemaCon. You are about to world premiere the first footage from Wick 4.
Wick 4, Chapter 4.
Right. So let's go with the things I can think about off the top of my head. What's the title?
Right now we're going with Chapter 4, still title work in progress.
So it's a good chance that it'll be John Wick Chapter 4 something.
I think something's kind of catchy.
Right.
Chapter 4 something.
Right.
Question mark.
Is this a debate like where you have an idea and Lionsgate has an idea and you're just figuring it out?
No, not even that's simple. It's just what we do in all of them is try to watch the movie. We get it to a place that we want. We don't come up with the title first. We watch the movie, get that little emotional vibe or whatever we think thread, and find a term that best affirms what we're trying to say, and that's the title.
What footage are you showing today? Is it just a sizzle reel?
It's a little bit of a trailer and a sizzle. It's got a little bit of action, a little bit of character, a little bit of some of the new cast that we have in the movie, and just a little like, hey, fuck you, we did something bigger.
Because it's been pretty quiet about in terms of like what the storyline is and all that stuff. So what do you want fans to know about the storyline and what the film is about?
I think Chapter 4 is a good continuation of all three previous films, and it's got a bit of a conclusion to it, which is great. We introduce a ton of new characters that have a lot to say about John Wick, from his past and from obviously present. I think the most thing, it's, brotherhood, it's hope, it's, what the life would really be like. There's a bit of an existential crisis with John, and I think that's the fun part of the movie.
You just mentioned like ending. Mm-hmm. Do you envision
this?
Not
so much ending, but there's a good conclusion to an emotional thread that we've already had.
Got it.
Closure.
Got it. You've been doing. This is, you've done 4 of these now. Is it one of these things? And I've talked to you about all these other things you have in development.
Oh, tons.
Yeah, exactly. So when do you actually? Because film comes out next summer, I believe.
I think March.
Okay, my bad. It'd be good if I did some research. Do you envision this as? Are you already thinking about like what you want to direct after this one?
When you start thinking about other projects, like there's at least half a dozen projects that were attached in development that I think are fantastic. Love them all, love to do them all. That's not like no to another John Wick. It's just how you space out your schedule, who's available, the casting that has. There's a lot of components that go into your scheduling. Love to do those other shows, but also whatever it takes to work with Keanu again. And if right now we're just see the finish line, so we're trying to get through this one, and if it expands out from there, like, always happy to talk about it.
Yeah, listen, if you made 10 John Wick films, I'd be the happiest person on earth.
It'd be awesome.
Yeah, like, believe me, I'm not trying to get you away from Wick, I'm just curious.
Yeah, but sometimes I think it's really good to do a Wick, then go learn and experiment otherwise and bring that knowledge back to Wick. So it could be good to take a little break. Let's see.
The thing that I love about the Wick movies, like all fans, is that each film has action set pieces that are unlike any other and all feature different types of combat, different weapons, different everything. I'm sure you've pushed the boundaries again on Wick 4.
Hopefully.
What can you tease fans about some of the action set pieces?
Keanu's got some new skill sets, which is good. He's got some new props, which are great. We were fortunate enough to land some very interesting stunt teams from all over the world, and each stunt team from the different countries, the Japanese stunt team, the French stunt team, the Bulgarian stunt team, they all have a little bit of flavor of motion, and I think that helps change the set pieces as well. So when you get all these different experts in different martial arts, it forces us to adapt the choreography to show different things.
Well, one of the things on the first, and I could be wrong about this, but I believe in the first film or two, you guys did a lot of specific, like a lot of training for specific scenes, and Wick 3 it was more in the moment. How is Wick 4?
Again, we expand the skill sets. We get Keanu dialed in on all the movements, and then we kind of mix and match on the day so it feels a little fresh. They're all within the same things. It's like the Chinese menu theory. You get all the sequences done, but then we mix up the sequences a little bit so it feels a little bit more organic.
So because I'm just about out of time with you, obviously you're in the editing room right now. How's the edit going?
Awesome. Post is one of our favorite ones. Like, that's where you really piece through it. You see all the little details, and you get to play with the different performances. And then it's the music thing and the sound thing. And then you get to see on the big screen where it really comes to life with all the gunshots and all the music. And we have a great cast. So when they give you the one-liners, you're like, okay, that's good. It's meant to be seen on a big screen.